Welcome back to Kollecting Kaos, and if this is your first time here, just welcome. It's time for cleaning with chaos. Let's get a move on. As some of you know from watching my channel, I picked up an older airplane toy, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and do some work to it. You know, I'm going to put in a new cockpit, the cockpit cover, and a new propeller on it. And I got those parts in today so that I could do that. And one of the things I had to do in order to put the propeller in is, of course, disassemble it. And so I did. As you can see, I disassembled it. Now, when I looked into this, first off, I noticed the blue. And then I noticed in here the telltale signs of paint remover. That's not good. That means the blue is the original color. The yellow is a repaint. And all of these decals that are on here, I started looking it up, and it turns out that all these decals are from a plastic model kit. Not happy. Same thing with this. It's been repainted. Here you can see this was originally yellow. It's now purple. I'm just so disgusted by that. And here you can see on the inside of the cowling is red, and that was the original color of the cowling. So when I go to the store tomorrow, or actually yesterday, this is tomorrow for me because I'm filming this after I did my sale. I'm going to get some paint remover or paint stripper, and I'm going to strip all the paint off of this. I'm going to spray it with a primer, and then I'm going to paint it the colors that it's supposed to be. And of course, I won't leave all of this stuff in here. I'll get all of that off and do it right. Now, the springs and the wheels and all of that stuff, I have those in a little bag put away along with the propeller and the cockpit and all that stuff. Now, I'm going to have to paint the cockpit to match the plane also. So I'm going to have to get a picture of what it's supposed to look like so that I can do it right. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to paint the symbols on here or if I'm going to get the decal kit to do those. I'm leaning towards painting them, but of course the decal kit would probably look a lot better. And I believe they did have a decal on them originally. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to keep you updated. Every week I'm going to show you what I've done, and eventually we'll get it all finished, and then I'll show you the finished product. This will be in addition to my normal cleaning video. So I'll be doing this for a few seconds or a few minutes on the cleaning video to catch you up on where I'm at, and then I'll do a cleaning video. So let me put all this stuff away in a box that I have somewhere, if I can find the box, and we'll get on to doing some comic cleaning. This is what I'll be working on today. As you can see, it's got a pretty bad spine roll, and it's already caused it to become detached on the lower staple. I don't want it to become detached on the upper staple, so we're going to go ahead and fix that spine roll. I don't think I'm going to reattach it on the bottom. I might, but as of right now I don't plan on it. Now, it does have a long crease here. Not much I can do about that. Yeah, this is a pretty bad one as far as spine rolls go. In fact, if you take a look at the inside, you can see where it started. It's already the centerfold is starting to come loose a little bit. See where it's torn here? Let me zoom in so you can see that. Yeah, it's got a tear right here, and it's starting to get, it's got a tear here too at the upper staple. So yeah, we definitely need to fix that before it becomes a lot worse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it like this. I'm going to steam it, the inside and the outside of the comic. I'm going to put it in my press, and I'm going to flatten it. Just going to flatten it like a pancake. And once I flatten it like a pancake, I'll bring it back out and we'll clean it up a little bit, and then I'll put a new crease in it. So, be back in a little bit. Okay, as you can see, it's nice and flat. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning it a little bit. No gloves. I should wear them, but I don't want to. They're going to make my hands sweat. Because it's a little warm today. Now this comic is still a little bit warm from the press, but that's okay. I like them to be a little bit warm when I use Immaculate on them. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to use Immaculate on this. I'm not going to try to get it spotless. I just want to get some of the surface dirt off. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not putting a board behind it. I'm not going to get that much on it. I might put a board under it afterwards. I don't know. Putting no pressure on it at all. Like I said, all I want to do is get off a little bit of surface dirt. Maybe make the whites a little brighter. And that's about it. Because this particular year of Archie comic, the red ink will come off. There's no question in my mind about it. I've cleaned enough of them to know that. Go right down the edge here. Try to get some of that off. I have to be extra careful because it is damp here and I don't want that staple to tear. And I'm going to have to be careful when I go to reform the crease also. Alright, that's going to be it. I'm going to let it dry for a little while, then I'll go over it with water, and then let it dry, steam it, back in the press, with the new spine crease, so we'll take a look at it then. Well, we'll take a look at it when I go to clean it with water. And we're back, and it's nice and dry. As you can see, it's curled up a little bit on the edges, and that's because I got this side of the paper wet. I didn't get this side of the paper wet, so it naturally would curl upwards. I don't understand the science behind it. I just know that's what happens. I'm not a scientist. Going to clean this up with some water, which is of course the next step, because we want to get all that soap that I put on it earlier off. And of course the soap I used was Immaculate, which you can pick up from the Immaculate website, Immaculate Comics website. Or I am not affiliated with them in any way other than I consider Rick to be an online friend. Other than that, one day maybe we'll catch lunch together. Probably not, but you know. He does get to Texas once in a while, so. Alright. Let's let this dry, and then I'll go ahead and make the new crease for it. Okay, it's a few hours later, but let's go ahead and take a look. There you go. Exactly the same comic as it was before. As you can see, it is the same comic. It is still detached at the lower staple. I did not fix that. I said I wasn't going to. I think it turned out pretty well. And this comic should last for years now. Of course, there is one more thing that I need to do. Because I want to make sure it doesn't have any possibility of going back to the way it used to be. So we'll go ahead and put it in this to continue flattening it out for probably another day or two. I just took the comics out that I put in last week about an hour ago. I forgot that I had them in there. I've been busy with other things and I just haven't had time to do much work on comics. But there you go, that's it. That's my video for today. Hope you had enjoyed watching it. Make sure before you handle your comics or your toys or whatever that you wash your hands, and you know it's good for your comics and it's good for your health. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tonight on my live stream. Bye.